is still needed. Divine doesn't see you the way the world sees you, because divine doesn't see ego, doesn't deal in ego, doesn't deal in low vibrations. And that's just what it is. And anger and any other emotion, none of those are really vibrations. We make them vibrations. We decide whether it's good or bad, right and wrong, and all that. Divine does not. Some people may beg to differ, but divine is using me here as a facilitator to show you that they don't. That's just what that is. But my point though is, like I said, the whole triggering thing. And based off of what I meant when I said I'm now in this place and position where now I comprehend and understand that I'm now, not to have it come full circle, but it's coming full circle for me to in understanding that I'm now in my twin's position, and we've swapped roles basically. And you know, it's crazy how I'm understanding it and speaking it and saying it, and I had a conversation with one of my friends that's kind of in a bit of the same kind of situation right now. Um, and I'm coming into this understanding now when I was in a different understanding last week. And I think it was Wednesday too when it happened. It's not Wednesday, I think. Isn't it Wednesday? No, today's Thursday. Yeah, I think it was last Wednesday or whatever. Hold up, why is it doing that? Is it not plugged in or what? What's happening? Oh. Anywho, um, oh yeah, that I'm now stepping into his position. The person was like that. My friend was like, you know, her and her person, basically her twin, switched roles, and now I'm starting to see and understand, because I'm not in any communication, and honestly, I don't really pay attention too much or too often to our connection, because it's not necessarily needed. Not saying it's not needed, but it's not something that you have to focus on. You're just supposed to do what it is you're being divinely guided, supported, provided, and supported to do. But that being said, yeah, I met this crazy bozo that it was actually it's actually even funnier than that. You know, if you're in the adult industry, more specifically, now I'm gonna flip to another side that I haven't really gone real deep into. When you're in the phone sex industry, one of the number one things that you'll learn real quick is, when it comes to phone sex, mostly none of the people that you see listed or being marketed, as in the pictures, the content, mostly none of those people is the person that you're actually talking to. Okay? They're models that have sold their photos, kind of like the sad that I am as a webcam model. Except these models have decided to take their pictures for whatever, for a price, and sell them, and sell the right to be able to sell the use of them to people, either directly like me, myself, and I, as an independent PSO that's using the content directly, or through a company that will put them up for sale and have somebody, again like me, go to that company and pay that company for the ability to download those pictures and have the license to be able to use them. That being said, when you are meeting somebody on a date, when you have this knowledge and you are meeting somebody on a dating site, and this person goes and specifically decides to steal somebody's content off of the internet and use that content as their profile picture, and then turn around and send that content to you, whether it's directly in the site or if you decide to exchange numbers with one another, and they are using these pictures and sending them to you, and you're in this business, you find it extremely hilarious and funny. And that's the situation in which I found myself in when I was on that website. I had talked to a few people, then took a break, talked to a few people, then took a break, talked to a few people, then took a break. And when I say take a break, I mean I literally deleted the whole entire account and didn't use it anymore. Um, and then came back and created another one, did it again, and came back and created another one, did it again, and came back and created another one. So this was just another time such as this where I was bored, didn't have anybody to talk to, didn't want to keep driving my mom and dad, Jason's parents, crazy, And I just wanted to be able to talk. I mean, that was it. I just literally just wanted to start connecting again in life, and just to have somebody to talk to. And I was talking to this person, and the crazy part is they had their picture up there, and it was actually a Caucasian man picture that was up there. It looked like he was probably in his 50s. Okay, which is not a problem because I like older men. That was one of the main reasons why I was okay with responding, right? All right, long story short, we came off the site, exchanged numbers, and I gave him my business number as opposed to my real number. You got to be a real special person in this world to have my real number. No shade, I ain't being funny, I'm just being completely honest with y'all. I don't give just anybody my real phone number. I haven't ever gave just anybody my real phone number. I, however, have had the same number that's mainly for business for over 20 some, almost 10, 20 some years at this point. And I always use that, and everybody gets that number. You got to be super special on my list of people or a doctor's office or something in order to have my real cell phone number. That's just what it is. So that's what this guy had. He had the business number. So long story short, we're talking, we're communicating. The first time I asked him to send me a picture, he sent me a picture, and I'm looking at this picture. And again, I'm a computer guru, okay? I'm not gonna call myself a complete genius. I can be, but I'm not gonna call myself a complete genius. But my point though is, again, when you're in this world or you've been in this world of adult entertainment, you know how the game works. You know how photos work. So you know that all you really have to do is take the picture and upload it on certain engines and certain websites to see where the picture originated from. So all I did was do that. That's all I did. And so we talked for like 2 or 3 days. And I was like, okay, well, maybe this person is shy. Maybe, and when I say talk, I don't mean text. I mean phone conversation. We talked. I was like, maybe this person is shy. Maybe they're feeling some type of way. Maybe they just need a little bit of time to decide whether or not they think I'm crazy or not. Because guess what? I am crazy. I stay in the light, but I'm crazy. As long as I'm in the light, it's all good in the hood. When I step out of the light, that's when you need to worry. But, so we were talking for like close to a week. Excuse me. Finally, I'm like, okay, we've been talking long enough. At this point, you would think this person either should be comfortable enough, or I honestly can't even imagine what else they may be thinking, right? Right. So I said to him, I said, send me a picture, okay? Like, send me a picture. So this person is talking all hard, a little scammy as well. I ain't gonna lie, a little scammy. Oh, I got a home in Texas. I also have a home here. I do this working. I travel. Blah 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 blah. And I'm like, okay, cool. So when they send me the picture, finally I'm like, you know what? Forget this. I don't know what's going on with you. Like, I really don't. But I'm not finna deal with you. That was the last text message I sent, and then I blocked the person's phone number. So the only other thing that the person had that they could actually use to try to communicate with me, since I blocked them, was to meet me back over there on the website. So they did. They came over to the website, sent a message, and of course the notifications, keep popping up for you to go and check it out or whatever. So I didn't, not immediately. And then after I cooled off a little bit, I did. It was like, what's wrong? I can't reach you. I can't, for some reason my message is not going through my phone. Because I blocked you. It was like, why did you block me? Because you're a freaking liar. It's like, why do you say that? Well, because you're not the model in these photos. That's the reason why. I mean, I've consistently, and you still lying or faking or whatever you want to call it. Anyway, long story short, y'all really ready for this? I refused to unblock him because I don't want to talk to him anymore. But he found I didn't lie about who I was. I mean, I don't feel the need to, You understand what I'm saying? I don't feel the need to. So he found my business name via Skype, and I was still using Skype back then. Yeah, I was attacked.